Welcome back. Now to something lighter. Being the governor of Lagos State, even for one day, is an offer anyone would quickly jump at. Well, here in Lagos, that offer is real. Winners of the state annual spelling bee competition are given the opportunity every year to preside over the affairs of the state. Here's the experience of winners of this year's edition. Take a look.
Typical of a governor of Lagos State, the one-day ceremonial governor of Lagos, Ms. Zuffon Bukola, and members of her cabinet arrived at Lagos State House to a warm reception led by the Chief of Staff, Mr. Samuel Ojo.
This is the deputy governor. That's great.
Her first duty as governor of the day starts at the council chamber, where she chaired the weekly executive council meeting with all members, including the governor, in attendance. Ms. Zuffon, a 16-year-old SS2 student of Awodiora Senior Secondary School at Jegule, became the one-day governor of the state after she emerged winner at the 2017 Spelling Bee competition held in June. She begins her address by commending the state governor for his strides in education and infrastructure development.
You will agree with me that the educational sector is aglow with an appreciable number of innovative schools, with well-equipped laboratories, while teachers' salaries and other entitlements are being paid as at when due. In addition, teachers' promotion is no longer a privilege, but a right once hard work has been established. Modern prototype model schools are also being constructed to further entrench the state as a mega city. Other notable achievements of His Excellency include the following: high increase in revenue generation despite the economic recession, relentless efforts in ensuring safety for the citizenry, reconstruction and construction of major roads. For those who do not know why His Excellency is being referred to as Mr. Light Up Lagos, I advise you to drive around the city at night. Your Excellency, sir, permit me to use this memorable occasion to humbly request for a school bus, renovation of the school's multipurpose hall, construction of drainage channels to alleviate the flooding of the school. On behalf of my cabinet members and all Lagos State students, we say a big thank you to our amiable governor and his dedicated team for motivating us to be ambassadors of a meritorious, brilliant, organized and dedicated entity, Ambode, Ambode. May I also use this medium to appeal to all Lagosians to please pay their taxes, as there is no government in any part of the world that can survive without funds. In conclusion, we wish the governor and his cabinet member a successful tenure of office.
On his part, Governor Ambode remarked that the emergence of females as one-day governor and one-day deputy governor is a sign of what the future portends for the state.
I know that one day is not enough for them to show their leadership skills, but I've been thoroughly briefed that these ones are actually the future leaders that we're expending our resources on, and we're happy to actually receive them. Also, we appreciate their parents for spending so much time and resources on them, and we do appreciate all their efforts.
In order to encourage their efforts, Governor Ambode announced a scholarship and cash awards of various amounts to the one-day governor and members of her cabinet.
Nobody has actually gone through this spelling bee competition that have actually not succeeded in life. So in order for us to also continue in that same framework, we award full scholarship to the one-day governor and the deputy governor till when they want to stop. To showcase these ones, we donate the school bus as so requested. All cabinet members, to encourage them also, we give each one of them 500,000 naira. And so, for the ones taking my seat and the seat of the deputy governor, they get 1 million naira each.
Besides the scholarship and cash awards, gifts were also presented to them.
As much as 73% of healthcare costs is borne by individuals. This is according to the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, who laments what he calls poor budgetary allocation to the ministry compared to the state's growing population. Consequently, the state government has come up with a health scheme which is believed would prove affordable, qualitative, and sustainable.
Unarguably, healthcare delivery in Lagos State is driven more by the private sector than the public sector. The challenges are obvious. One is population explosion. The population of Lagos State is estimated at about 24 million and growing, and this makes it difficult for the state government to adequately finance the sector that grapples with limited budget allocation. The solution is the establishment of the health insurance scheme.
We advertise this position.
This mixed crowd of people, including health personnel, bankers, health management operators and market women, are here to learn more about the insurance scheme which is commencing in the state. Building blocks of the health system include health financing. Some factors playing out in Lagos State, according to the State Health Commissioner, makes it necessary to pay attention to this fact.
Any country worth the salt must have a financing scheme because it basically has to do with how we mobilize funds for the health sector, how these funds are allocated to the regions and populations groups for specific types of healthcare to be curative, to be preventive, and how do we pay for health services as structured.
A panel of discussants gave insight on how it is engaging the informal sector in this scheme, which is mandatory for all residents of Lagos.
Anytime the artisan is called in the state, they will call us. Sorry, your Ministry of Health is calling us. So are you aware? We said, go, we are aware. The Ministry of Housing is calling us, we are aware, just go. This is what, all they are looking for is governance to them, telling them what you want to do and doing it for them.
For many of the things that you're trying to do, I'm talking about the health insurance and taxes and things like that, enrollment is always a factor. So what have we done? We try to get people to come together in groups. So we have them grouping into between 4 and 15, and then we go after them, obviously selling a service.
The health insurance scheme is to cater for 6 persons per family, including the parents, and it costs 40,000 naira per family per annum.
The essence is 1, to reduce the cost of healthcare, 2, to improve the quality of care that people receive, and ensure that more people, all Lagos people have access to care. What is happening is that a lot of people have been complaining about this system. Either we don't have enough facilities, we don't have enough human resource or people to run the scheme, or the attitude of staff, or the cost is too high, etc. This scheme is basically to address every single aspect of that, and it's essential.
With health expenditure in Lagos placed at 9.1%, it may be better than some states, but it's still a far cry from the prescribed 15% proposed allocation. However, key players in the sector agree that a small start is better than none.
That's it on the program. Thank you for being our audience. The conversation continues on the other side of a social media platform. I'm Loretta Chiogo. Bye for now.